Hi, you're joining Khandie, and this is, I can imagine, is going to cause a few ruffle feathers, but I'm going to be brutally honest as always. And this is reasons why your photography business might be failing or has failed, or why you're not progressing. And these are going to be brutal, and I'm not going to hold back any punches on this, as they say. I'm literally going to go straight in. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I get a lot of DMs, be it on Instagram or other methods of social media, where I am being asked for advice, and it's always sort of starting to sound like a bit like an echo chamber. It's the same advice going out, and I just think that this might help. And don't get me wrong, some of these I'm guilty of, so it's not me calling anyone out, but this is where we're going with this, okay? So, let's go in, breathe deep. You literally have no idea of your costs. Now you'll be going, what? Yeah, no idea of your costs. And just to go over this, right? Every moment that you spend on your business, be it researching, be it setting up for the clients coming in, be it having meetings with clients, be it typing emails to your clients, that is time you need to be compensated for within your business. You need to actually write it down and know how many hours you roughly spend on something, and you need to build that into your pricing. But on top of that, every time you buy a prop and you create a bespoke set, be it for Christmas minis or maternity, you need to understand how much is spent just to do that session for them, from the props, from the paper that you have to use as a background that you will need to eventually replace. All of that will give you an idea of how much that entire thing costs you. And you think, oh, it's a lot of numbers. Yeah, welcome to business. You need to get down with numbers. Literally just keep a tally of everything you purchase for what purpose. And when you start doing Christmas minis and you're going over the top buying props, you might actually go, well, I'm not going to actually get that money back for that prop for at least another 3 sessions, so why am I buying it? Or maybe you're like, I don't really need to buy that £500 sledge because I'm only going to use it for Christmas minis, and I don't even get that money in from Christmas minis. We'll talk more about Christmas minis in another video, but yeah. About your banking costs, because having business banking, I don't think you can get free anywhere now, or you can, it's just for a limited time. Also credit cards, anything you put on a credit card and you want to pay it off, what about that interest loan, all of that stuff, from your taxes to your insurance to any software you use, everything must be accounted for. And if you don't know what your hourly rate is, that's a problem, because you need to know exactly how much everything costs you to do, because otherwise you are not going to be able to price your work accordingly, and it might actually stop you doing lots of work for free because you realise, oh crap, I've got to get that money back somehow. So this leads us nicely on to picking your prices for your session. So you are there going, oh, my friends do it for this price, or the local photographers in the area do it for this price. Well, the thing is, if the local photographers do it for this price, why are you doing it? You don't know what their cost of doing business is, but you know yours by now, and you should be able to go, do you know what, I'm not going to do a 15 images in a 30-minute session for £49. I'm going to do it for X amount of money. I know how much it costs me to do this. I'm going to spend an hour travelling, I'm going to spend an hour shooting, an hour travelling home, I'm going to spend at least 2 hours in editing. That's 5 hours I need to account for, and even if I was paying myself minimum wage, £49 doesn't even cover it. Marketing. Are you one of those people who does nothing online except sell and show off your work? Here I am doing this, buy this, buy this, buy this, I've got a sale on, buy this, and you are constantly telling your clients or potential clients that you are on sale all the time, or you have an offer on all the time. The thing is, what happens is you become known as cheap, and you become known as the person who's always got a sale on. If you constantly have a sale on, people aren't going to buy from you full price. It's kind of like you should do it small and in between, but more importantly, you need to be socializing on there. You need to be talking to brides about their bridal dresses, or recommending suppliers to them, because that in itself is classed as marketing. It's the soft sell, them getting to build reputation with you, to get to know you, and that's where people will come to it. And that again needs to be accounted for, as does your internet costs that you're using. But just think now, effective social media use is more important than you just constantly bombarding people with, I'm for sale, I've got this. Also, if you are constantly selling or shoving stuff down people's throat, you instantly get a reputation as being spammy, and it's quite a turn off. So look at your marketing. And the top tip, if you've always done the same marketing all the time and you're not getting bites, why do you keep doing it? Change it. And you go, I don't know how to change it. Look how other photographers are changing theirs. Look at how other companies market themselves, not just photographers, but be it clothing companies, be it something. Try something new, because if all you're going to get is nothing, that's what you're already getting, so you're not losing out. You have poor time management, and this is a skill set that everyone needs to learn in business. Poor time management. I have so many friends who say, oh, I haven't got time to do that. You have got time to do it, you just haven't prioritized it. And I know that's really shady to say, because some of us have families and stuff. I get it 100%, but if it's important to your business, you need to make it a priority, not above the other stuff, but it needs to be a priority. So you don't dedicate any time to self-learning. And people go, well, why would I? I've got Google. Well, a lot of people don't go on Google. If I go onto these Facebook groups, I see people asking questions that they could have Googled, or other search engines available, but who knows them. People could have actually done other research, and they don't have this autonomy to research. And what they'll do is they'll happily wait for someone to write a comment down below in the comments, rather than go and research it themselves. Or they'll research, but they'll stop at a point. And what happens is we then need our friends to back us up. The thing is, that's where it breeds imposter syndrome, where we start going, well, they know more than us, so they must be right. Oh, I'm not very good at this. And we start breeding it. Start having control over your time. Prioritize things. If family time is important to you, as it should be, you know, have those times, have a cut-off time. But have you set up autoresponders? So if someone does email you, an email goes straight back to them. Hi, we're currently at the office. We'll respond to you the next day. Or thank you so much for your inquiry. We're not open right now, but I'll get back to you in due course. Have you checked XYZ, our FAQ page on our website? That might answer your questions. All of these will give you that peace of mind and balance. But stop putting off things that you really need to knuckle down to. And if you're struggling to prioritize things, break them down to smaller tasks. I'm not going to spoon feed you your business, but so many of my friends have said to me, I haven't got time to do that, when actually they'll spend 4 hours scrolling on Instagram or watching TikTok. Big thing in photography is that you spend a lot of time doing your photography side and forgetting about your client experience. And that means even down to just how they book you. Do they have to message you? Is it a load of back and forth? Or do you send them out a booking reference? Or do you send them out a form to fill in? All of this stuff. Is it easy to book you? And is it professional? Or are you literally relying on WhatsApp messages to get a booking in? I've seen one photographer that I hired for headshots who literally sent me a WhatsApp message. Hi, yeah, I'll book you in. No, yeah, this price, this cost. I was like, where do I sign a contract? Oh yeah, I'll do it when you get in. When I arrived, the contract was on a piece of paper that had other work on the other side. It wasn't very professional. This photographer was a great photographer, but I'm not going to go back to them because it was so awkward to book in with them. Same with us. If we go to the cafe and the service isn't great, we're not going to go back. So why would your clients come back to you if you are not good? Slick it, make it nicer, make it user friendly. If needs be, do what I have. I have a client management software. It's called Studio Ninja. There's a link below. It is an affiliated link, but you know, below, have a look at it. There are other ones around. There's Light Blue, Honeybook, all of these things to help you use them. And you think, well, that's additional cost. Yeah, but look how much time and money you're spending going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You don't see your business as a business. You think it's like a personal project. It's a personal thing. It's your baby. Stop. It's a business. Stop. It's a business. A business. It's not your baby, it's a business. You might feel emotionally attached to it, which we all do, but it's a business. So you need to start looking at it as a business. Stop letting people take advantage of you. Stop letting bloggers dictate to you the terms and conditions, compromise with them, negotiate with them. Don't be too scared because it's yours. If you're working for free for someone else so they can make money, where does that sit in your business plan? How does that work in your head that that's acceptable? You shouldn't be doing any work for free if someone's getting paid, even if it's in an item of clothing in return. I work with bloggers and sometimes I go, I'm not getting paid though, and I'm like, but they sent you all those clothes for you to keep, so someone's getting paid even if it's in items. So just be mindful of that, because that's not okay in my books. If someone's getting money out of it, I should be getting money out of it too. I'm a professional, I'm in a business. Tesco's don't give away free food because you're wanting to make a dinner for your friends. It's not how it works. There are other supermarkets available, obviously. And the reason why you'll start recognizing it as a business, once you know your cost of doing business, which is knowing your costings, you will actually realize that all the stuff that you do for free, somehow you're paying for it later on in your business. You're having to pick up that money. So you spend an afternoon photographing somebody, you're paying for your petrol to get there, paying for your parking, then you're paying for the software that you're editing on. Let's not talk about the depreciation of your equipment that you're using. You think, oh, it's just one shoot. It is just one shoot. But then you're spending time at home editing that stuff. All of that makes time. So you might be doing a 1 hour shoot, but it may be 4 hours or 6 hours in total. Are you going to find that money a 6 hour shoot, and you've just given that to them for some pretty pictures? Now, if Kim Kardashian said to me, could you shoot this? First of all, I'd expect Kim Kardashian to want to pay me, but maybe then I might look at doing it for a discounted price or possibly free if all my expenses were covered. But I am not about to be in this business to make money for others while not making money for myself. Don't get me wrong, there are charities that I work for, but even then, some charity events, they are paying their people to be there. So why are you not getting paid? You might want to donate, but in the same light, put a remuneration value on that, because it can go into your taxes. But you are not there to give freebie stuff away, okay? It devalues you, and if you can get it for free, why would people pay for it the next time? You have no business plan or marketing plan, and this is one of my big things. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and I see people in October, November, December talking about setting up their Christmas minis. That should already be sorted and done in the summer. Why? Because you need to be marketing ahead. Now, I buy all my Christmas props, my Christmas minis in the January sales, or I pick them up as I go through, and I keep a cost, and I have a limit each time on my Christmas minis, because I know how much I'm going to sell those sets for, okay? There's a few ups and downs depending on how business does or what I'm offering, and that's fine, but I have a general price that I do. So if you are planning your Christmas minis and you're sitting in November and going, oh, okay, I'll plan my Christmas minis now, I'll start marketing them now, you're wrong. You need to be marketing them before. And you might think, why? Christmas, everyone hates it. The thing is, you need to be ahead of the competition, but also watch how marketing works in the supermarkets. They start getting the Christmas stuff in as soon as pretty much Easter's out the way. Once summer's hit, Christmas stuff starts slowly creeping into the supermarket. They start drip feeding it into you. And it's because people who plan will buy stuff early. They want to seep it into your knowledge that, hey, we're available for Christmas. Even if you don't put your Christmas minis on sale, you can ask your client, hey, if you want to be the first in line to get our Christmas minis before they sell out, why don't you give us your email, sign up to this newsletter, and we'll whack it out to you. And we'll come on to that more later, but this is the whole thing. If you're planning them at the end of the year and you haven't already got them out there, you haven't got a marketing strategy done. You should be in December looking at even like as early as the Valentine stuff, or even summer, or getting back in with weddings. Remembering all of this stuff comes around. Christmas time generally is a slow season in photography because the wedding season's finished and there's literally just a few family portraits that probably get picked up. But think about January, that's going to be dead. There's very few, unless it's an engagement session, but most people don't want to do their engagement session in the rain and the cold. So think about what you should be planning, and that's where you need to be marketing for your slow seasons. And so many people fail to recognize slow seasons. If you're a wedding photographer, the slow season is hit once winter hits, early winter, late winter, all of those times. That's when it's at its slowest for most people. There are exceptions to the rule, obviously, but you need to be planning for those. You need to be marketing your strategy around those. You need to do your business plan for those. And if you don't know how to do it, there are many sites you can go Google or search for anywhere else on the internet on how to do this. But start planning, because the more planning you do, the less time wasted. And you are in the game of saving money, not spending money unnecessarily, okay? A lot of people don't like changing up their marketing. They don't want to do emoji, or they don't want to be, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do a video, blah blah blah. Well, the thing is, what are you scared of? You have to be proud of your business. If you're too scared to go in front of the camera to talk, what happens when you meet a client? A client will relate to you if they believe in the person. They don't care about your logo, they relate to you. So you need to get in front of that camera. And do you know what? Done is better than perfect. If you're waiting for perfect, it's just not going to happen ever. You'll always find fault with it. Get your marketing strategy done and know exactly what you're going to say, have a script, and go over and over again. You do not need a fancy camera setup. You can do it on your mobile phone. Just get it out there, start marketing properly, and start putting yourself in front of your brand and getting people to know you. If you constantly do your marketing the same way, you're going to get the same results. You need to change it up. Do some research. Look at how other brands are marketing themselves. Look what's trendy right now. Find things. And if you don't know what's trendy, why don't you know? Why aren't you going on social media and dedicating that time? And if you say, I haven't got time because I've got all this and this to do, now it's time to start outsourcing. Because you are there sinking and you have a lot more stuff to do. You need to be doing, when you're self-employed, you're pretty much the entire company all in one. So start siphoning it off to people who might have more time on their hands and might be more equipped to do so. This is all about self-learning, because if you rely too heavily on everyone else, you can do what everybody else does. Don't buy these courses where people tell you how to market your business. To be honest, I have found little that are great. I have found very few that are actually informative, and they go on and on about how, oh, we made like loads of money because like we made like 6 double fingers, blah blah, and you're like, they did because they sold you a marketing course. That's how they made their money. There are a few about, and I've mentioned them in previous videos, and my other videos I have mentioned it, but you yourself need to understand marketing, even if it's just the basics. Understand where your client is. If you don't know your ideal client, and I've mentioned this loads of times in other videos, if you don't know who your ideal client is, you need to spend time to find out who they are. Spend some time, and your ideal client can change over time as you progress as a photographer, as you learn new techniques, as you learn what niches in photography that you like, or niches, what ones you like, and appeal to different client bases. Try not to appeal to everybody. Being a jack of all and a master of none doesn't bode well. You literally spread yourself too thin, you don't develop good quality skills, and you end up marketing all over the place to try and get that money in. You are better off chasing the few clients that will invest in what you do specifically and earning a higher return than trying to do a load of little jobs and work a lot harder to get even less money. I touched on this earlier. You don't use your client base to market to. Your existing clients have already done work with you and probably have had no complaints. Why aren't you marketing to them? Have you got the permission to put them on a newsletter so that you can send info to them, give them insights, give them updates on what you're doing, maybe send them out a special newsletter only offer or a discount code or a free print with their shoots to get them to rebook in? The likelihood is you're not going to get masses of booking in, but it's still more than what you're doing now. Okay, you can use this facility such as MailChimp. Is it MailChimp? Yeah, MailChimp, for example. And my last one is probably my more controversial one. One of my more controversial. You spend too much time on the little things that don't matter. I see constantly people worrying about their logo, constantly worrying about the sign on the front of their shop, right? I get it, it's important, but do you know what's more important? Getting your work out there and shooting. You can do that in your downtime. You could change it up if you want. Make an impact by all means. But I've seen people spend more time agonizing and asking for more opinions on their shop signage than I have on any of their work. They don't ask someone to check over their booking system or anything. They seem to just be wanting, can you check my logo? Which logo do you prefer? Which one do you think? Which one? Could we do a poll? All right, this is the other ones I've done. What do you think of these? It's just gone on and on. I get it's important, but it's not the most important thing. So stop fretting. If you have any others you'd like to add to, or you disagree or agree, please put them in the comments below. I'd love a cool discussion. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all soon, and click the thumbs up because you know that's where it's at. Okay, you've been listening to Khandie, and I'll see you all soon for some more real talk.